So today we are making chicken bharta. It's a very famous recipe from Kolkata. So I had some extra chicken breasts in our freezer, which we thought we'll make chicken bharta today. And let's get started. So for making chicken bharta, these are the ingredients that you will need. I tend to use whole garam masala. You may or may not use if you don't want. The whole garam masala will consist of bay leaves, cloves, cardamom, cinnamon, and dried red chilies. But the powder, the masala powders are very essential. So you'll need coriander powder, cumin powder, turmeric, red chili powder, and garam masala powder. You may also add some Kashmiri red chili if you have that. Otherwise, it's okay. It just adds a color to your recipe. So to begin with, what we have to do is take a couple of breasts of chicken which we had taken. We had boiled them 15 minutes on each side and then shredded them into small pieces. So this is that chicken which has been already shredded, cut into very small pieces. You leave that chicken stock aside which you had used while boiling. You will need that while cooking later on. Then I pasted one whole onion, 3-4 cloves of garlic, a bit of ginger, and 2 green chilies. Pasted that into a smooth mix here. I have pasted one whole tomato. I have pasted that in a blender, and I had also soaked a few cashew nuts and a bit of poppy seeds, posto, which I later blended well in a mixer, and I made this fine paste of that. If you add curd at this stage, then also it's awesome. And so to begin with, all you'll need is a pan and a bit of refined oil. You can do with vegetable oil, or if you want, you can use camel oil or any kind of refined oil will do. Try not using mustard oil. Okay, so let's get started. Now that the oil is hot, as you can see, there goes in the garam masala, the whole garam masala. Okay, after the whole garam masala, I will put the paste in the oil, the paste that I had made for the onion, ginger, ginger, onion, garlic, and the green chilies. Now if you want, you can make separate pastes of that, but because I am so lazy, I had created just one paste altogether. You just need to fry this for at least 20-15 minutes or so that the smell of the onion and the garlic, the raw smell, goes away. While sauteing the onions, please remember to add a bit of salt to it because it takes away or soaks away the moisture from the onion. Okay, and then it sautés really well. Okay, as you can see, the onion has been sauteed a while now, and it started to lose the oil. As you can see, it's almost done. So now what we'll do is that we'll add some sugar. Now this is optional, okay, and Bengalis tend to make it a little sweet. You may not want to do that if you don't like it sweet. The reason why I put it the sugar at this stage is because it caramelizes and also adds a dark color to your curry. Okay, then I will add the Kashmiri chili powder that I was talking about, which also adds the color. Okay, and I'll then add the coriander powder, couple teaspoons of the cumin powder, and a bit of turmeric powder, bit of the red chili powder. Now again, red chili powder is the one that will make it hot. The Kashmiri chili powder won't really make your curry too hot, won't make your dish too hot. And then the garam masala powder. Okay. After adding these, we will mix this. Now you need to remember your since the onion has started to lose the moisture, you won't have a lot of moisture here, so there is a chance that your masala will get burned if you are cooking at a high flame. So make sure you turn your flame down to medium, and just to make sure that your masala doesn't get burned, you can add a bit of water into this, just a bit, to make sure that your masala don't get burned. Now that the onions have been sauteed for like 15-20 minutes, you see that it started losing the oil here. At that point you realize that the masalas have started have actually started getting cooked in the right way. So when it's starting to lose the oil, at that point you put in the paste of the tomato puree that you have created in the blender, and then again continue to saute for like about 10 minutes. Okay, now that the that I have sauteed for about 5 to 7 minutes after adding the tomato puree, I'll put in the shredded chicken that I had shown you initially, which I had boiled and I had shredded them out. So I'll just put in the chicken and continue mixing it with the masala. Now that I have sauteed the chicken with my curry, I will put in the chicken stock that I had told you about, which I had kept separate after boiling the chicken. Okay, so I will put in some of that chicken stock. I won't put in the entirety of it because I don't want too much gravy for my chicken bharta. Chicken bharta is usually a very dry kind of a dish. Okay. After adding the chicken stock, I will continue to saute it and keep stirring it from time to time. In the meanwhile, what I have done is I have started boiling 2 eggs. Now these boiled eggs will go basically as part of garnishing, but is considered as one of the most essential elements of chicken bharta. So it will take around 15-20 minutes for my eggs to boil. In the meanwhile, I will continue sauteing the chicken. At this stage, I will put in some homemade garam masala, which is basically nothing but a powdered format of the whole garam masalas. We usually prepare that at home, and it adds a lot more flavor to your dishes than the usual garam masala we purchase in our shop. Okay, now it has been around 7 or 8 minutes since I have added the chicken stock, and as you can see, it started to lose that extra moisture. It started to lose the oil as well. So what we will do is that at this point we'll add that paste that we had created of cashew and poppy seeds. Okay, what this will basically do is it will add a thick creamy flavor to your dish. Okay. The only place where I added some salt was when I was sauteing the onions. So what I will do right now is I'll add a bit of salt here, and it's as per your taste. So I will continue sauteing it and it's when it's done I will check the taste and add more salt if needed. Okay, after sauteing for about 10 minutes or so, you will see that the oil is oozing out of the chicken. At that point, you know that your masala has been cooked. So it is time to just taste whether you need more salt or not, or if not, then you're actually done. Now that we have poured the chicken bharta into a bowl, the next step is to garnish it with the eggs. So I've chopped those 2 eggs which I boiled earlier. I've chopped them into fine small pieces. What I will do is I will slowly garnish on the top of the chicken bharta with the chopped eggs. This is 2 boiled eggs, okay? And now we are done. So our chicken bharta is finally ready, and you can have this with any kind of breads like naan, chapati, paratha. You can also have that with rice. It is an essential dish from Bengal, so people love having it with rice because Bengalis love rice more than the breads. But I personally prefer it with bread as well, like with chapati and rice, anything. Up to you what you want it to go with. One important ingredient which you can add towards the end is fresh cream. What fresh cream does is it adds a bit of thickness to your chicken bharta, and it also adds a bit of buttery texture, creamy texture to your chicken bharta. I do not have fresh cream, hence I'm not adding it. And again, if you are calorie conscious, you may not want to add it. So our next step is to taste it and see how it ended up being, okay? So here we go. It's freaking awesome. I can tell you, if your home minister is upset with you, this will surely cheer her up, okay? So all the best to you, and I'm really hungry. My rice is ready, so I need to go. Catch up with you later, okay? Bye-bye.